Today we're diving into the subtle signs that a younger woman may be secretly hoping you'll make a move. Recognizing these signs can give you the confidence to connect on a deeper level while staying respectful and genuine. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more daily insights, advice and tips for navigating relationships with wisdom and self-awareness. Number 1. She initiates contact. When someone regularly initiates contact, it's a common sign of attraction or interest for a woman trying to signal she wants a man to make a move. Initiating contact may be her way of testing the waters. Let's break this down in detail to understand the different nuances, the significance of initiation. When a woman initiates contact, she's making an effort to reach out and connect, which isn't something everyone does lightly. This action indicates she's thinking about you and wants to maintain communication psychologically. It often stems from a desire for intimacy or closeness, even if it's casual. Her actions therefore suggest that she's comfortable with you and wants you to feel the same way. Be examples of initiating contact. Initiating contact can take many forms, and recognizing them will give you insights into her intentions. Here are some specific ways a woman might initiate contact if she's interested. Regular texts or calls. A younger woman who's interested might send a text just to see how you're doing or share a random story from her day. It doesn't have to be profound. Even small exchanges count. She may also text first thing in the morning or late at night, both times associated with more personal or closer relationships. Sharing memes, articles or videos. If she's sending you funny memes, links to articles or YouTube videos she thinks you'd like, it's likely a subtle way of connecting. Sharing things that she thinks will amuse or inform you shows she's thinking about you outside of face-to-face interaction. Using any excuse to text. When a woman likes you, she may come up with casual excuses to message you, things like asking for a restaurant recommendation, your opinion on a movie, or a trivial update about her day. This doesn't necessarily mean she needs the information. Rather, it's her way of keeping the communication going without explicitly stating her interest. See how to recognize patterns and respond. A key factor to consider is how often and how consistently she initiates contact. If she only texts occasionally, it might just be friendly, but if she's consistently reaching out, it's likely more than just friendship. Look for a rhythm or pattern in her texts. If she initiates several times a week, that's a strong sign of interest. How to respond when she initiates. Show that you're receptive and interested as well. Avoid overly brief or one-word responses as they might seem dismissive. Instead, respond with engagement and enthusiasm. If she's sharing something she found interesting, try to keep the conversation going. Respond to her humor with humor. Show interest in her thoughts and reciprocate with questions or your own stories. Psychological insight. Why women initiate contact. From a psychological perspective, reaching out is a way of assessing your responsiveness and gauging your interest level. For many women, initiating contact is a significant step, especially if they are interested but unsure of your feelings. By taking the first step, she's not only trying to connect with you but also seeing if you'll meet her halfway. Number 2, she finds reason to be near you. Physical proximity is another subtle sign that someone is interested in you. If she's making an effort to be close to you, even in group settings, it's often because she feels drawn to you and is hoping for a chance to interact more. The power of proximity and attraction. Being physically near someone can increase familiarity and comfort, two key ingredients in attraction. According to studies on human interaction, we're more likely to feel attracted to people we spend time near due to the mere exposure effect. When a woman is interested, she may try to be around you more frequently, and this could be her way of signaling that she wants you to take a step closer. Be common situations where she might seek proximity. Finding ways to be near someone can manifest in different situations. Here are a few scenarios where a woman might try to be close to you if she's interested. Social gathering. In group settings, she might position herself in a spot that's close to you or make eye contact from across the room. before coming over. Even if there are other people around, she'll gravitate towards you, hoping for a chance to talk shared activities. If you're in a shared space, like a workplace or hobby group, she may find reasons to be around you. Even if it's subtle, for instance, she might frequently walk by your desk, ask if she can join you for a lunch break, or offer to help with a project. Her involvement in these shared activities allows her to be near you without overtly showing romantic interest. Public encounters, if you run into each other in public spaces, at the gym, in the park, or even the grocery store, pay attention to how she reacts. If she lingers after a casual greeting or suggests grabbing a coffee together, it's likely she wants more time with you. See recognizing body language. Cues. Body language often speaks louder than words, and proximity is one of the most reliable nonverbal cues of attraction. Here are some ways to recognize if she's using proximity to show interest: standing or sitting close. In conversation, she may stand or sit closer than usual, leaning slightly in your direction. This close positioning can create a sense of intimacy and comfort, often encouraging you to reciprocate, mirroring your movements. If she's subtly mirroring your gestures or posture, it's often an unconscious sign of attraction. Mirroring shows empathy and rapport. So if she's doing this consistently, she may be trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Extended eye contact and smiling when she's near. Pay attention to her facial expressions. If she's maintaining eye contact, smiling often, or even looking at you when she thinks you're not paying attention, she's likely interested. How to respond to proximity cues. If you notice her gravitating toward you, respond in kind. If you're interested, you can initiate light, friendly physical contact to see how she reacts, such as a touch on her shoulder or arm. Complimenting her or making her laugh while you're close can also help build rapport. The goal is to make her feel comfortable around you, while subtly signaling that you're receptive to her presence. Why proximity is a powerful attraction tool. Proximity builds familiarity, which in turn builds attraction. Psychologically, being near someone often leads to increased comfort, trust, and ease, which can all lay the groundwork for a deeper connection. For many women, spending time near someone they're interested in allows them to create shared experiences and memories, even if they're small ones, which can ultimately help develop a stronger connection. Number 3. Playful teasing and flirting. Playful teasing and flirting are some of the most noticeable and enjoyable signs that a younger woman might secretly want you to make a move. While teasing can sometimes be perceived as a way to distance oneself or engage in mild conflict when done right, it can be a subtle yet powerful way to communicate attraction and interest. Understanding playful teasing. When a woman teases you, it's often a way for her to gauge your comfort level and see how you respond to light-hearted banter. Flirting through teasing usually involves making humorous or affectionate remarks, often about your mannerisms, hobbies, or quirks. This approach creates a fun, less serious environment, which might make both of you feel more relaxed in each other's presence. But teasing should never feel cruel or hurtful. The key is in the tone of the tease. It's playful, not mean-spirited. Teasing can also be her way of expressing an interest without the risk of being too direct or vulnerable. If a woman is playful with you, it means she's comfortable and safe in your presence. It's her way of testing the waters, gauging your reactions to see if you might reciprocate her interest in a non-intimidating way. The purpose of flirting through teasing. There's often a deeper motivation behind teasing. Flirting through teasing is an art that can serve several purposes. Testing boundaries. Playful teasing allows her to see how much she can get away with in terms of jokes or physical contact. If you laugh, roll with the punches, and continue the banter, she will take that as a sign that you're comfortable with her humor and want to engage on a playful level. Create an inside joke. Teasing can serve as a form of bonding. If she teases you about something specific, it could be her way of creating an inside joke which will make the relationship feel more personal. These little jokes often build a sense of connection and intimacy over time. Inside jokes between the two of you could indicate a growing bond and even the beginning of flirtation, building comfort and rapport. Teasing can serve as a safe, non-threatening way to build emotional rapport. if you're both comfortable enough to tease each other. It suggests mutual trust and affection. This makes it easier for both of you to lower your defenses and embrace the idea of taking things, further testing attraction. One of the biggest reasons for teasing is to see if there is a spark of attraction she may want to test if you respond in kind by teasing her back. Initiating playful exchanges or flirting her goal is to find out whether you're interested in her. Beyond a casual platonic connection, if you return the teasing with playful remarks of your own or engage in flirtatious behavior, she will likely take that as confirmation that you're attracted to her two-number foo. She asks, personal. Asking personal questions is one of the clearest signs that a younger woman is interested in you beyond the surface level. When someone is genuinely curious about your life, your thoughts, and your values, it's a sign that they want to form a deeper connection. Personal questions go beyond casual topics like the weather or where you've been. These questions dig into your history, your aspirations, and what makes you unique. A woman who asks these kinds of questions is most likely trying to figure out who you are as a person, and whether you're someone she wants to spend more time with. Why she asks personal questions. Personal questions are one of the best ways to gauge compatibility, and she may ask them for several reasons. She wants to understand you better. When she asks about your life experiences, hobbies, and values, she's trying to understand your personality and character. This helps her determine if there's a potential for a deeper connection. If she asks about your childhood, your dreams, or how you deal with challenges, it shows she values the emotional and intellectual side of your character. She's testing compatibility. Personal questions often reveal whether or not two people are aligned in terms of values, goals, and lifestyle. If she's asking about your long-term plans, where you see yourself in the future, or what kind of relationship you want, it's because she's trying to figure out if you share similar values or life trajectories. She wants to know your emotional side. Asking personal questions gives her insight into your emotional landscape. Questions about how you handle stress, what makes you happy, or what you look for in a partner can help her assess whether you're emotionally available and capable of having a meaningful relationship. These questions also show that she's interested in how you feel and think, which is a key part of building an emotionless connection. She wants to see if you're open. How you respond to personal questions can give her an indication of how open you are. If you answer candidly and share some of your deeper thoughts, it encourages a more vulnerable, authentic conversation, which can be very attractive. However, if you seem closed, off, or unwilling to share, she might take it as a sign that you're not ready for a deeper connection. Types of personal questions she might ask. Here are some examples of personal questions that might indicate she's interested in you on a deeper level. What's the most meaningful thing you've ever done? This question shows she wants to learn about your life experiences and values. She's looking for something personal that has shaped who you are. What are you passionate about? Asking about your passions reveals what drives you. This can give her insight into whether your interests align or if you have the same kind of enthusiasm for life. What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet? By asking about your dreams, she's learning more about your future aspirations and whether they might align with her own. What do you look for in a partner? This is a direct way of finding out whether you're open to a relationship and what qualities you value in a partner. If she asks this question, she's probably wondering if you both share similar values. What's been the biggest challenge in your life? Asking about challenges or hardships gives her insight into your character and resilience. She's likely testing to see how you handle adversity and whether your life experiences have shaped you in meaningful ways. How to respond to personal questions. If she's asking personal questions, it's important to engage in the conversation thoughtfully. Here are some tips for responding. Number 5, here, body language shows interest. Body language is often regarded as one of the most reliable indicators of attraction. It's a powerful form of nonverbal communication that conveys feelings and intentions more honestly than words. Alone, when a younger woman is interested in you, her body will naturally reflect that desire. Even if she's hesitant or unsure, her subconscious signals will likely reveal her true feelings. Leaning in and getting Closer, one of the most telling signs of attraction in body language is leaning in when she talks to you. This behavior is a natural instinct to get closer to someone we're interested in. If she is regularly leaning toward you during conversations, it indicates she's drawn to you and wants to be near you. It's a sign that she is emotionally engaged in the conversation and doesn't mind getting physically closer, while some people may naturally lean forward when they're interested in the topic. The intention behind the body movement is different when it's tied to attraction. Leaning in subtly signs the desire for a closer, more personal connection. If you notice this behavior, it's likely that she feels a strong interest in you both, mentally and physically open. Body posture. Pay attention to her body posture when you're around her. Someone who is feeling comfortable and attracted to another person will usually have an open posture. This means her arms are uncrossed, her shoulders are relaxed, and she faces you directly. She may even angle her body towards you during conversations, subconsciously signaling that she's fully engaged. Closed off or defensive body language such as crossed arms or legs indicates discomfort or lack of interest. However, if her posture remains open and inviting, it shows that she's receptive to you and possibly looking for a way to deepen the connection, mirroring your movements. Another subtle body language cue that a younger woman may be attracted to you is mirroring. Mirroring happens when someone subconsciously imitates the gestures, movements, or posture of the person they're interacting with. It can be something as small as adjusting the position of their arms to match yours, or even adopting the same hand gestures during conversation. And this behavior is a subconscious way of establishing rapport and connection. When someone mirrors your actions, it's a strong indication that they're comfortable with you and want to create a sense of closeness. If she starts mimicking your movements, it's a good sign that she feels emotionally in tune with you and could be open to you. Making a move. Physical touch. While physical touch can vary from person to person, it remains one of the most direct and powerful ways to show interest. If a younger woman is consistently finding reasons to touch you in a playful or casual way, it's an indication that she feels a degree of comfort and attraction. A light touch on your arm, shoulder, or even your back can signify a desire for more closeness. Pay attention to how she reacts when you initiate light physical contact. If she reciprocates by touching you back, or if she doesn't pull away, it's a sign that she's open to the idea of getting closer. These small touches are often a subtle way of testing the waters to see how you respond, and if you're comfortable with increasing intimacy. While these touches might be fleeting and seem innocent, they can be a sign that she's ready for something more, but wants to see if you'll take the lead. If you do respond well, the connection can naturally evolve into something more physical. Number 6. She gives compliments and notices small details. Compliments are a universal way of expressing admiration, and when someone is attracted to you, they will often go out of their way to highlight your positive traits. A younger woman who is interested in you will likely give you genuine compliments that go beyond surface level. Praise her. Compliments could range from your appearance to your personality skills, or even the way you treat others. The key is that these compliments come with attention and care, showing that she's invested in what makes you unique. Compliments about your appearance or style, while compliments about your looks are often expected. A woman who's attracted to you may notice and highlight specific aspects of your appearance or style. She might compliment your sense of fashion, your grooming, or even how you carry yourself. For example, she may say, "I really like the way you dress. Your style is so unique," or "You've got such a cool vibe. It's different from others." I know these compliments are a way of showing that she's paying close attention to you and appreciates the way you present yourself. Her admiration goes beyond surface-level attraction and suggests that she values your personal expression, noticing small details about you. Another way she might show interest is by remembering and mentioning small details about you. If she brings up something you casually mentioned in a previous conversation, like your favorite hobby, a book you're reading, or a personal goal, you can be sure she's invested in what you have to say. This attentiveness is a clear sign that she cares about you and wants to connect on a deeper level. For example, if you mentioned that you were planning a weekend getaway a few weeks ago and she brings it up again saying, "How was your trip to the mountains?" It shows she's actively keeping track of things in your life. She's not just offering casual conversation, she's making an effort to engage with your experiences. Compliments about your personality and character. While compliments about looks are common, compliments about your personality and character are often more meaningful. A younger woman who likes you will focus on your deeper qualities, like your sense of humor, kindness, or intelligence. She might say things like, "You're one of the funniest people I know," or "I admire how you always know how to make others feel at ease." These types of compliments show that she's attracted to the person you are, not just how you look. She values the traits that make you unique, and this level of attention is often an indication that she's emotionally invested and may be interested in something more than just fry. Friendship number 7 hints about being single or available. A younger woman may drop subtle hints about her relationship. But because she wants to create a stronger bond with you, it's also worth noting that this type of behavior tends to be reciprocal. If you find yourself remembering details about her list status or her availability when she's trying to signal that she's open to something more, these hints can range from casual comments about being single to more direct invitations to spend time together. Understanding these cues can help you gauge whether she's ready for you to make a move. Casual mentions of being single. One of the most common ways a younger woman might signal that she's available is by mentioning her single status in conversation. She may casually mention, "It's been a while since I've been on a date," or "I'm just focusing on myself right now, but I'm open to seeing someone in the future." These comments often come across as nonchalant, but they're actually a subtle invitation for you to step in by talking about being single or not currently dating. She's essentially signaling that she's available for a potential connection. She might even add these comments during conversations when she feels a sense of comfort with you, knowing that it could be a way of opening up a space for something more. Mentioning future plans with you. Another way a younger woman might hint at wanting you to make a move is by mentioning future plans that involve you. She might bring up activities or events that she'd like to do in the future and casually include you in the plan. For example, she may say, "I'm planning to check out that new restaurant next week. You should join me," or "I'd love to go to that concert. Are you free that night?" These hints are often indirect ways of showing that she's interested in spending more time with you. By mentioning activities that involve you, she's testing the waters to see if you'll take the opportunity to initiate something more. If she's open to spending time with you outside of a typical social setting, it's a strong indication that she might be interested in taking the relationship to the next level. Flirting with freedom and independence. Sometimes a younger woman may hint at her independence and freedom in a way that makes you aware of her availability. She might mention how much she enjoys doing things on her own or how she values her personal space. While these comments might seem unrelated to romance, they can actually be a subtle signal that she's free to explore new connections. Number 9, she remembers little things. One of the most telling signs that a younger woman might be interested in you is if she remembers the small details about you, even things that may seem insignificant. People who are interested in each other tend to pay more attention to what the other person says, especially about personal experiences, likes and dislikes. Why small details matter in building connections. When a woman remembers little things you've shared with her, whether it's about your favorite type of food, a hobby you mentioned, or a story from your past, it shows that she's paying attention. It's not just about remembering facts, it's about how much she values what you share with her. If a woman recalls something you said weeks or even months ago, it's a sign that she's genuinely interested in what's going on in your life and wants to stay connected to you. This type of attentiveness is often a strong indicator of emotional investment. It suggests that she sees you as more than just an acquaintance, but as someone she cares about and wants to know better. The significance of thoughtful follow-up. A powerful sign of attraction is when she brings up something you casually mentioned in a past conversation, especially if she refers to it in a way that shows she's thought about it after your initial conversation. For example, if you mentioned that you love a shirt In type of music, and she surprises you by bringing up a new song in that genre. It shows she's paying attention to the things that matter to you. This kind of behavior is a subtle way of saying, I'm interested in you without using direct words by remembering small details. She's signaling to you that she values your connection and wants to deepen it. It's a way of demonstrating that she's invested emotionally in the relationship, even if she's not verbally expressing it yet. Memory is a sign of emotional investment. Remembering the little things is not just about facts and trivia, it's about emotional connection. If a woman frequently brings up past conversations, it's a sign that she's emotionally engaged. She's taking the time to remember, not because it's expected of, and she does the same for you. It shows a mutual interest in building a deeper connection when both people are actively paying attention to one another. It's a sign that there's potential for a deeper relationship to develop. Number 8. She laughs at your jokes. Laughter is often considered one of the clearest signs of attraction. It's a natural response to humor, but when a younger woman laughs at your jokes, especially when they're not particularly hilarious, it can signal a deeper level of interest. Let's break down why laughter is such a powerful indicator of attraction and what it could mean if she laughs at your music jokes. Why laughter matters in attraction. Laughter is an easy way to build rapport and a sense of connection. When someone laughs with you, it creates a shared experience and bond. But it's not just any laughter that signals attraction. It's how she laughs and the context in which she laughs that matters. A woman who likes you might laugh at your jokes, not just out of politeness, but because she genuinely enjoys your presence. If she seems to laugh even when your joke isn't the best, it's an indication that she's looking for ways to connect and engage with you. This could be her way of showing that she values your interactions and wants to keep the conversation going. The subtle signs of interest in laughter. If a younger woman laughs at your jokes, especially if they're awkward or not terribly funny, this could be a sign she's looking for reasons to bond with you. It shows she's not just trying to be polite, she's actively engaged with you and your humor, but laughter goes beyond just sound. It's often accompanied by other nonverbal cues that can tell you a lot about her feelings. For instance, if she laughs while maintaining eye contact, it shows she's connected to you and enjoying the interaction. If she laughs and then touches her face or plays with her hair, these are subtle signs of attraction. Physical gestures like these are often unconscious responses that signal she's comfortable and happy in your presence. Playful laughter versus forced laughter. It's important to differentiate between genuine playful laughter and forced laughter. Forced laughter often sounds higher-pitched or overly exaggerated, and she may look around awkwardly afterward if you notice that her laughter seems a little forced, or if she's laughing more to be polite than out of enjoyment. It could suggest that she's trying to avoid awkwardness rather than showing genuine attraction. On the other hand, if she laughs naturally with a relaxed posture and looks like she's genuinely enjoying herself, it's a stronger indication that she's attracted to you. This kind of laughter is often accompanied by other subtle body language cues, which we'll discuss later. Number 10. She responds well to light touch. A subtle sign of interest, one of the more subtle yet significant signs that a younger woman may be interested in you, is how she responds to light touch. Touch can communicate a lot without words, and it's often one of the clearest indicators of attraction or comfort. If she reacts positively when you initiate light casual touches, it could suggest that she's comfortable around you and possibly open to a deeper connection. Here's a breakdown of why this could be a key sign. 1. Comfort and trust. Physical touch often signals a certain level of comfort and trust between two people. If she doesn't pull away when you touch her lightly on the arm, shoulder, or back, it's an indication that she feels safe and at ease around you. Trust is a foundational element in any connection, and her positive response to touch might be a reflection of this growing sense of comfort. 2. She initiates touch back. When a woman is comfortable with your touch, she might reciprocate by touching you back, even subtly. For instance, if you lightly touch her arm and she touches your hand or shoulder in return, it's a clear sign she's comfortable with the interaction and might want to move the connection forward. This mutual exchange of touch can be a silent invitation for more. Intimacy. 3 lingering touches if the touch lingers, or if she seems to make an effort to maintain the physical facial connection. This could be a sign of her desire to stay close. For example, when you place a hand on her back or shoulder, if she doesn't step away or seems to stay within that proximity, it shows that she enjoys the physical closeness and may want you to take it further. 4 body language aligns with touch. Often physical touch is paired with positive body language. If she leans in slightly when you touch her, makes eye contact, or smiles, these are signs that she's responding positively to your physical presence. This body language indicates that your touch isn't making her uncomfortable. In fact, it's likely creating a sense of connection and attraction. 5. She doesn't flinch or pull away. A woman who is interested in you will usually not flinch or pull away if you touch her lightly. On the contrary, if she seems tense or uncomfortable when you make contact, it may be a signal that she's not yet ready to deepen the connection, or that she doesn't feel the a positive, calm response to your touch is usually a strong sign of attraction. 6 subtle touches become more frequent as the interaction progresses. If she begins to initiate or tolerate more frequent and varied touches, a playful push, a gentle tap, or a hand on your arm while laughing, it's a good sign that she's becoming more comfortable with the idea of intimacy. The more frequent and natural these touches feel, the more likely it is that she's inviting you to make a move. 7. She touches you first. In many cases, if a woman is interested, she might initiate touch before you do. This could happen casually, like placing her hand on your arm during a conversation or giving you a brief touch on the back as you walk together. A woman who touches you first is often signaling that she's open to being closer, both physically and emotionally.